this is Janet from Paper and Spark, and today I am going to walk you through how to use the Inventory for Resellers spreadsheet. This inventory spreadsheet was created especially with Etsy supply sellers, Shopify resellers, and other retailers and resellers in mind. It's a lot like the best-selling inventory cost and pricing spreadsheet from Paper and Spark that I've created for makers and crafters, except this version is made for resellers of ready-made goods like supplies or clothing instead. This spreadsheet is going to help you resellers with a lot of stuff. It gives you a place to log your inventory purchases and calculate your cost per unit easily. You'll be able to keep track of what you've got in stock. You can use some optional pricing columns to figure out profitable retail prices for your goods. And you can keep track of the cost of items you take out for personal use, for tax purposes. You're going to love it. You can use the spreadsheet to streamline your year-end inventory process and easily calculate your ending inventory and total yearly purchases for your tax return. So this spreadsheet is for sale at paperandspark.com. Your purchase will include the spreadsheet file itself, which you can use in Excel, Numbers, or Google Sheets, a PDF instructional guide with screenshots, and access to this series of video tutorials. You can also add on access to the Accounting Accountability Club for $26 a year. The club includes access to our private Facebook group where you can ask questions, get support, and attend our monthly office hours. Even more helpful, it includes email reminders straight to your inbox each month with personalized printable checklists to help you stay on top of your bookkeeping. So if you tend to procrastinate when it comes to the financial side of things, I'd highly recommend checking out this useful resource, the Accounting Accountability Club, to help you stay on top of things, motivated, and more organized. So let's start with a quick review of how the spreadsheet works. For this, I'm going to open a blank copy of the spreadsheet so you can see exactly what it looks like when you first purchase and download it. These blue tabs down here are where you will enter different categories of the inventory that you sell. On each tab, you will see space to enter each purchase of inventory along with some important info about those purchases. Each inventory tab will also keep track of your total purchases for the year here and your cost of ending inventory for the year here. And these two numbers are going to be very important for tax purposes. There are some optional purple pricing columns on each inventory category tab, and we'll talk about how these work later. If you need help pricing your goods, you'll use these, and if you do use these, then you might also utilize this purple overhead rate tab for your pricing formula. Finally, we have the pink yearly tab, which will automatically summarize all the important need-to-know numbers for taxes, and it's just adding up some things that you're entering on the other tabs here. So that's just your big zoomed out overview of this spreadsheet. It looks pretty simple at first glance, but it's going to do some really powerful stuff for you. Now that we've glanced at the spreadsheet, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to use it by actually inputting some real data into it. This way you can see how it works in real life. So let's say you just downloaded and opened your spreadsheet. The first thing we're going to do is get this baby set up exactly the way you want it. So again, your spreadsheet comes with 10 blank blue inventory category tabs. I first suggest renaming these tabs to match what categories of inventory you deal with. You can rename the tab itself by right-clicking the tab and clicking rename, and then you can type in whatever you want it to be. And then after you rename the tab, I'd also suggest renaming this guy up here. You can just click on that cell and type in whatever you want it to be called. So here I've got an example of a spreadsheet that I've started inputting some data into so you can see how it works. After you're done renaming your tabs and the cell appear at the top of each inventory tab according to your business's needs, the next step is going to be to enter any previously purchased inventory. Now, I know for some of you, ideally, you purchased this spreadsheet at the very beginning of your business journey. You might not have any inventory yet to enter. So if that's the case, then we're all good and fine, and you just need to learn how to enter inventory going forward. But chances are that you do already have some inventory on hand that you need to enter into your spreadsheet to get it up to date for this point in time. So I am now going to walk through two scenarios. First, I'm going to talk about how to enter inventory purchased prior to this current year. And it doesn't matter what this current year is, it just is any inventory you bought before whatever the year is now. So let's say it's 2017 and you have inventory on hand right now that you bought in 2016. That means you have inventory you need to enter into the spreadsheet from a year prior to this one, right? There are special rules for how we're going to enter prior year purchases into the spreadsheet. So if this applies to you, I want you to watch the next video, video number 2, which is all about how to do that correctly. Now, if you do not have any prior year inventory to enter, then I want you to skip straight to video 3, which is going to cover how to enter any current year inventory, whether you've already purchased it prior to getting the spreadsheet or whether you're about to start purchasing it from this point on. So just to reiterate, if you've got inventory on hand right now that you purchased in a year previous to this one, and you need to know how to enter in the spreadsheet, watch video 2. If not, you may skip directly to video 3.